This is a video I embedded from YouTube onto my WordPress website. Here is the same video I embedded from YouTube onto my WordPress website, but this time I was using Fluent Player. Fluent Player has a ton of features and I can't wait to show you all these amazing features. First of all, you can add chapters to your video. So if I come over here, you'll notice that I have my named chapters here. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and these are all the markings. Now, check this out. When I play this video, you're going to be amazed by the features that you're going to see. So I'm just going to hit play, and within a few seconds, you're going to notice that I have enabled an opt-in form where users can actually go in and enter their name and email address to build my mailing list. If I can do this for a client, this is a huge win. Imagine this. Now, this is something so basic. I've just said get 10% discount, and pretty much that's it. I can also add a hotspot, and this could be something you can add. Let's say, you have an e-commerce store and you want people to go and purchase something. I'm just going to hit skip here so that we move on to the next feature. And you know what? I've never been excited by a product the way I'm excited today. Check this out. You see that hotspot that came up? If I clicked on that would have taken me to a product where I can buy that particular item that I was promoting. And very soon, here's an ad. I can literally place ads in my player, just like how YouTube does it. And now it's back onto my video. I mean, isn't that cool? Let me show you all the amazing features of Fluent Player. All right, so installing Fluent Player is very, very easy. You come over here to your dashboard, you go to your plugins, and then you say add plugin. So there's two plugins. There's a free plugin and then there's a paid plugin. So all you need to do here is to search for Fluent Player, and here it is. You go ahead and install that. I've already gone ahead and done that, so it's all installed. And then you also need the Pro Player. All the features that I've shown you now and even more are going to be in the Pro version. So the Pro version, you need a license for it, and this is the pricing page. We will talk about this in a moment, but let's talk about all the features. So once you've installed everything, what happens is you get an entry over here on the left, which says Fluent Player Pro. Now, what you need to go to first is your settings. This is where you need to make your global settings. So this is where you decide to choose the player that you want. Normally, I just go with the modern one. I don't really mess around with this. Next, you come over here to your branding. This is where you go in and change your colors for your player and your control bar and so on. This is where you can upload your logo. So if you want, you can do it right away. Here's the logo that I have. And this logo will be shown on all your videos. So as you can see here, it's showing right there in the corner. Right there. That's the Divi University logo. Okay. You can also place it wherever you want. If you want to place it on the top left, you can see there it's moving, bottom, and so on. But I prefer it on the top right. Here you can set the size, and whatever size that works with you, you can just go ahead and set it up over here. Integrations. This is where if you have Fluent CRM, you can go ahead and connect this with Fluent CRM so that all the leads that you capture can be added onto Fluent CRM. Next, we have your storage here. If you want to add your own storage, you can go and set it up all here. Next, we have your YouTube. Here, there's two options. You can show your subscribe button if you want to, or you can enable your privacy enhanced mode. Next, we have analytics. You can set up how many days you want this to run. Usually I leave it at 30 days, and pretty much this is your licensing. Just like that, you've set up your Fluent Player. Now, here's where the fun begins. Of course, you want to know how easy it is to add a video onto your website that has the Fluent Player plugin feature. Well, let's go to YouTube. So I'm just going to go to my channel here. To add your video, all you need to do is to copy the URL of the video. So here it is. I'm going to copy it, and then back over here now. I'm now going to go to the media tab. In fact, let's first of all save our changes, and then we're going to go to our media tab. So this is where you get to add everything onto your website. So I'm going to say add media, and then over here, you just have to specify. Now, by the way, do you see that we have so many options here? We can actually embed videos from Vimeo, Bunny Stream, Bunny CDN, and so on. And you can also upload to your media library. But anyway, I'm going to go with YouTube, and then I'm going to paste my URL in here, hit enter, and this video now has been added. Okay, that's all you need to do. Now, when you hit publish, the video is sitting now on your media library. But here's the thing. This video can have so many features added to it. Let me show you everything. So over here, remember, we did a custom branding, which covered pretty much everything, which is over here on the settings. So the settings, that's where you had your global settings. But over here, I can go in and customize what I need for this particular video. So let's start with the branding. You can go in here, If you want, you can update the branding, change the color, and so on. But you know what I'm really interested in? Over here on the general settings, we can change our thumbnail. So literally, we can come over here, add, let's say, this thumbnail, select, and now our thumbnail has been updated. Next, we also have all these other options here of the aspect ratio. Usually I leave it original, but 16:9 is, the original anyway. Now, we have autoplay mode. So sometimes you want a video that starts playing, but without the sound, similar to what happens on Netflix or sometimes on some YouTube videos. And this is really cool. So if you come over here, you can say muted autoplay. So when someone views the video, it's going to start playing, but without the audio. But if you want the audio to play, of course, you can go ahead and do that. But I don't really like that option. Okay, next we have our presets. So these presets are basically how you customize your video player. So there's these default ones, but you can add your own. And this is what I like. If I click add new, I can then start going through all of this and choose what I want. So here the progress bar is added. I can remove that. If I didn't want that, I can remove the play pause so that people just play, okay? And there's no pausing, no playing, but of course that's not a good experience, okay? Let's put it back. Right, so the next thing is the volume. Okay, the volume is there, that's good. If you allow them to play full screen, you can activate that. Playback speed, again, you can activate that if you want to add your playback speed. And behaviors. You see, there's a ton of features that we can do here. So you can say hide top controls or hide center controls, hide bottom controls. So if you want, you can hide all these. Now, do you see how it becomes very, very clean? So all these settings can be done in the player itself. If you wanted to autoplay, you can also add your autoplay over here. Next, you have your subtitles. You can go in here and add the colors of your subtitles, your email capture. If you want to enable your email capture, you can actually customize it here, and you can see we have the skip option here. Now the video is playing in the background, but it's not very, very clear. Do you see that? Awesome feature. So there's a ton to go in and customize for your own player. But right now we're going to use modern. Okay, let's move on to the next feature. The next feature, and this feature here is really, really awesome. Chapters. Adding chapters is very easy. Let me show you how easy it is. So you can just come over here and say, on the first minute, okay, this is going to be chapter 1. So you can go in and label it and then say add chapter. Add another one. This time we're starting on minute number 3. And this one here could be getting started. Okay, now do you see how easy it is? We have our chapter 1 getting started, and then maybe minute number 5, we can just call this end of the road. Add chapter. Now I have my 3 chapters, just like that. Very, very easy to add. Next, we have our text or button overlays. We can easily add an overlay here. Now notice how easy it is. Now you need to decide when you want to add this overlay. So let's say you want to add it at, let's say 6 minutes. You can then decide what content you want to add in here. So this could be get the offer. Okay, and you see there it's showing right there on the top left. You can add the URL, or you can add your own URL. It just depends what you want to do. But you know what? I'm just going to add a blank URL, and I just want to show you again how you can go in and customize that link. So I'm going to go in here, choose my own color. I really want a bright color here that stands out. You can go in, add black. So you have that as an overlay. Okay, cool. What's the next one? Interactive layers. This is one of the best features that I really, really, really like. In fact, I'll be using a lot more of this very, very soon. So you can see here we have our call to action, email capture, hotspots. You can add an ad. You can add a short code. I mean, this is crazy. Let's add an ad, okay? Because we want to have also sort of like YouTube within YouTube. I mean, how crazy is that, right? But of course, if you want to host your videos elsewhere, you can host your videos, let's say on Spotlighter, for example, or Vimeo, and then you can have your ads in there. Just depending on what your client says, if they want, if they do a lot of videos and you like to add this as a service, you can just use this. Anyway, so let's say you want to add an ad, and the first, let's say 3 minutes. Okay, we select our content here. I'm gonna hit upload. Now I have a video that I've just added here to my media library. It's only a few seconds, and you can see we have the skip option, but we can control that. So we can say skip after, let's say 2 seconds. 3 seconds. But the ad, if it's a 30-second ad, they can skip after, let's say, 10 seconds and force them to watch the 10 seconds. Okay. Progress fill is where we can go in and add our fill. I like to add red here so that it just shows that it is an ad. Okay. We also have conditions if we need to add conditions here. So there's no rules at the moment, so I'll just leave it as it is. Okay. So that's our ad. It's going to come in at the 3rd minute. Let's go ahead and add the layer. So we can continue on and add so many things. So this is an ad. If we go in here, if you want to do an email capture and collect emails, we can use this as well. Now, do you see how easy that is? I mean, this is crazy. Now, this is where you add your email providers. So at the moment, I have Fluent CRM, so I can use that, but you can add your own provider over here. Add your attachment, and so on. Okay. Next, we can do other things as well. In fact, let me cancel the email subscriber thing. Let's add another one. So we can add a hotspot. Let's say you want people to purchase a specific item at a given time in the timeline. You can go ahead and say, okay, you know what? When I show my product, let's say, iPods, right? You can add a hotspot on it. Let's say that's going to come up in the 4th minute. You can go in and add your dot. Can you see there? It's right there. Now we need to go in and customize it. So the tooltip, we're going to say let's say buy the product. Okay. Now here's the link. So this is going to direct them to wherever they are going to go and make the payment. So I'm going to add a blank link for now. Hotspot background color. I'm going to go in and add something that's bright because I want this to really stand out. Can you see there now? It's much, much easier to see. Make this slightly smaller and I think we're good. Duration, we can decide how many seconds that needs to show. So let's say we want that to show for, let's say 17 seconds. We can add the layer and we can continue on and add so many things on this player. Now, we also have this feature called timed content area. You know what? This player has so many features. It's unbelievable. I want to come over here and I'm going to add this timed content area. So we're going to add the background. So I want the background black. Text needs to be a lighter color. Okay. So I think that's looking great. Show timed content area. Okay. We also have the ability to go in and add our tags. If I had a CRM, I can add my tags in there if someone does an action. We also have our subtitles. Okay. So we can import from our YouTube. So I'm going to say fetch. Now I can design how my subtitles are going to look on my site. So I'm going to say select, I'm going to import. Okay, so everything is all imported now. And then I'm going to generate overview, hover preview. Okay, now I have also timestamp links. I can go in and add some timestamp links in here. As you can see, there is so much that you can do with this player. So far, let's hit save and let's view the media and see what we have so far. All right, so now our video is playing, it's auto playing, and you can see now I have all my subtitles. If I come over here, I can see all my chapters all showing, which is very, very easy to set up, by the way. Okay, very soon we're going to get the hotspot. Now, you know what's make this even more amazing is you're taking your player, look how clean it is. It's got nothing on it. If I decide to remove all the subtitles on there, this is going to be even much, much cleaner. And I was also able to add my logo up there in the corner. And that is really, really cool, right? So I've just gotten rid of that. And if I move this, I think later on is where I get my ad. I forgot what position my ad comes in. There we go. So there's our ad. So someone can skip it if they want to skip it. And now we're back to the video. How cool is this? You can run your mini video platform, which has your own custom content where you can actually pitch to, let's say, your clients that anyone who wishes to add their ads in the videos, you can create an ad for them onto your platform, or you can have your own ads for your own products in this YouTube video. That's really cool. Okay, so let's take a look and see how a playlist would look, because this is something that I've always wanted to see in terms of the presentation. So if we wanted to create a playlist, it is also very, very easy. I'm going to come back over here to Fluent Player Pro, and then I am going to go to playlists. So over here on playlists, I have one here that says Mac playlist, but I want to show you how to create your own playlist. Okay, so I'm going to say add playlist. So I'm going to call this my playlist. This here is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So now I can choose which videos need to go on my playlist. Now this is from my media library, by the way. So I'm going to add this one, this one. In fact, you know what? Why don't we add all of them? Yeah. Why don't we add all of them like that? Add to playlist. So this is the default player. This is what we see, right? But we're not done yet because we have a lot that we can do. We can enable autoplay, right? But you know what's really cool is when you get to start customizing this view. So first of all, I'm going to come over here to my layout. We can add all these videos here onto the left like that, to the right, to the top. Of course, we can't see it. We can only see it once we've previewed. Okay, so once we have that, I'm going to adjust the sidebar because I think I want more of the video showing, right? So I'm going to go in and reduce that to 3070 on the right. Pretty cool. Now, at any given time, if you want to go in and remove one of these videos, you can go ahead and do that. So let me remove this one here. Okay, that's gone, just like that. So now we have 6 videos. Now, when it comes to the appearance, check this out. Look at this. We can add a border radius here, border color, okay? And here, I'm going to say none to this little line that shows up. If you want to add custom typography, we can do so. But back over here, we can have this show as a grid. You know how Netflix has the main video playing and then on the bottom, you have all your little icons? This is what we get when we choose grid. You see what we have here? Isn't that cool? This is going to be your main video and then you move on to the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on. Now we can customize this. I'm going to set this to 4. I think 4 is a good size, don't you think? Or 5. 5 actually works. And then you can decide how many you want to have per page. And then over here, you can have the title on overlay, just like how it is now, okay? Which is pretty cool. But what's even more exciting is I can go in and add a background color to this. I can just make it all black so that my thumbnails really, really stand out. And then my text here, if I do have any, I'm going to make it lighter so that at least I can see it. All right, so right now we're on our player. And with this now, I can hit publish and take a look at this. Now, while this is publishing, I'm super excited to tell you that I actually went on and I created my own playlist of my bonus when you purchase Fluent Player. It's called Fluent Player Mastery. This is now on diviuniversity.com. So this is lesson 1. When I scroll down, you can see here I've created my icons. We have lesson 2, 3, 4. Oops. I miscounted. But anyway, I'll fix that. So this is to help you get up and running super fast without going through the documentation on how to set up this player. This player is really, really powerful. As you can see here, the layouts and everything that you can do from a normal video that you get on YouTube onto your own website. This is going to wow all your clients. And for your own content, this is going to be amazing. I'm actually using this on Fluent Community so that my player at least looks much better. But I'll be hosting all my videos on Spotlighter because that's a really cool hosting platform. With this player on top, I think this is going to be amazing. So with that said, they have an offer which is moving so fast. You need to go today and make this purchase. Do not even waste time. Do not waste time. Here we have 2 sites, $199. This is a lifetime deal. Okay, freelancer, 10 websites, and then 50 websites for the studio. I would highly recommend you go for the 50 sites, lifetime. You can make your money back by creating just 2 websites with all these features here. Just 2 websites, even 1 website in itself, you can make your money back. That is how powerful this deal is. So this deal is running for only 20 hours. And once this deal is gone, guys, it is gone. I have no control over it. And you know what? There's a lot of people that missed Fluent CRM and Fluent Community when they came out on lifetime deals, and they never went back to the lifetime deal. So I'm telling you right now, even if you don't know what to use this for right now, you are in a good place because when you purchase this using my affiliate link, I'm going to give you my Fluent Mastery course to get you up and running super fast. And I'm also going to have a community where we'll be sharing ideas on how to make use of this player. So go ahead, check it out. The link to that is in the video description below. Purchase your license. As soon as you've done that, let me know and I will give you access to your course and also the community. There's also another license here for agency. 100 sites, that's $7.99 one-time payment. But the cool thing is you can also come over here to 8 payments of $99 per month. I highly recommend this. There's a 14-day money-back guarantee, full refund, no store credit, no messing around, and it's processed within 24 hours. This is one of those products you want to have because there's a lot of integrations with the existing products like Fluent Forms, Fluent CRM, and so on. And I've been using this behind the scenes because I had an early access to play around with it, and I've just loved it from day one. Go ahead, check it out. The link to that is in the video description below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.